Hi everyone, I'm Melanie and I do food hauls and few bits and pieces. This is my weekly food haul. Just before I continue, if you don't watch my videos, you'll know there's a lot of antisocial behaviour and harassment going on the street. Currently, there's a group of boys who are aged between 10 and 12 running up and down screaming and shouting, and I don't mean like children playing screaming, shouting. I mean like screaming and shouting like they've had a serious accident, that kind of noise. So they are up and down, so if you do hear that, obviously I don't edit, so I can't edit any of that out. So I just wanted to put that out there before we get any further into the video. So I have been to Tesco and Asda, and I can hear them outside, so if there's any screaming and shouting and you pick it up, I'm sorry. I mean, I shouldn't have to apologise for other people's actions, but the parents just let it go on, even though it's probably as loud in their house. Anyway, I show all the stuff that I don't put in the fridge when I come home. By the way, it's nearly 7 o'clock. It's been a long day, physically, mentally, like, not a great day. And I'm just doing it now because I didn't even realise what time it was. I've got the oven on, so I'll be able to eat. And there will be a part 2, definitely, because I'm going to put this stuff away as soon as I've finished and get the rest out and show you part 2. So at Tesco it came to 110.38. I got 14.10 off and it came to 96.28. I mean, I don't know if it's worth that, but you know, prices these days. Do you know what I feel? Do you know, like older people when they go, oh, I remember when I could go to the shop and get a full week shopping for 12p. I mean, I don't know anyone who actually says that, but do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting like an older person who complains about the prices of things, but I do think things have gone up shockingly high. And at Asda I spent $39.93. I think Asda always seem to spend around 40. So I'm going to start with the Tesco stuff. I got a lot more in Tesco than normal. Well, I don't know if it's more than normal. The trolley was full, but I never get a big trolley because I hate having to lean into them and get stuff out. I find it really uncomfortable, so I always get a small trolley. So I got the Sheldon's 4 soft large brown baps. And then I got the 4 Lancashire brown oven bottom muffins, which are slightly smaller, and they're mine. Although I will tell you now, I've got absolutely nothing to go on sandwiches. When I looked in the Tesco section, where they do like chicken and stuff and ham and things, the chicken that was on offer was not on the shelves, and it's the garlic and herb one, which is my favourite. And I thought, well, if I can't have that, I'm not going to get out from there. And I planned on picking some up in Asda, but when I was in Asda, there were loads of people in that area of like the chicken kind of section, and I couldn't be bothered waiting. And I was like, I know I'm not going to come back because I always forget. So I was just like, I might not have sandwiches this week. I mean, I've got eggs, so I could have egg mayonnaise, I could have sliced egg. I've got dairy triangles. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, I don't plan on sandwiches. I do have 2 of these. I have drank one. Well, I've actually drank 2 today because I had one spare from last week. So I do really like these. Now I've got one left for whatever day. I've got the fajita seasoning mix in smoky barbecue because I've got a packet open. So I just like to replace it. Easy cook long grain rice. I'm getting low, but I didn't need it. But I like to get just in case. Because if I have rice more than once this week, I forgot to get coconut milk. I've also forgot hot dogs for the dog. I think she's got one left. And there was something else I noticed that I forgot. So I haven't done that well today. But I spotted it. I was like, I know I'm getting low. Just get one. Then I got 2 Panadol. I got 1 loose baking potato because they do them. They don't always have them though. They do them in Tesco. I think that was like 38p or something. But it is big. I don't know if I'm going to have it this week, but I've got it because I've got none in the fridge that I'm aware of because I did clear out the fridge the other day. I got a bag of carrots because I definitely don't have any. I got a broccoli. There's some salt and vinegar squares because they're on offer. It's only 30p off, but 30p is better than nothing. I finally spotted the Worth's Originals. I've been looking for these in Asda and Tesco for weeks, and I spotted them today in Tesco. I'm doing Tesco. And I have opened them because I did take the packet with me on the dog walk to like have something to suck on because that's why I've got them. And because I had sugar-free for months and months and months, I actually really like the taste of these. Like, I like them, but not enough to pick these over the sugar-free ones. So I've gotten so used to the flavour of the sugar-free ones, now I don't like these as much, but I used to absolutely love these, and I could literally sit and like have 10 in a row, and I don't chew them, by the way. But now I don't think I could do that because I prefer the taste of the sugar-free ones, which they didn't have. They just had these. So am I going to have to go to Aldi just to get a couple of packs to last me a few weeks? Probably. Got these again. I absolutely love these. I haven't finished the other ones, but I've not got enough to last me the week. These aren't, they're nice, but I don't know if they're as nice as those Asda ones I got, but I've not got them to compare. I got some mini eggs. I can't even believe it's Easter next week. I don't even have an Easter egg. Oh, I should have actually done that. Because next week when I go, there probably won't be any because it's the day before Easter, because I'm not going on Good Friday, I'm going the day before. And from, like, I want to say from history, it's not from history, but there was a year, not last year, the year before, I couldn't get any the day before. And in fact, when I went last year, I had an Easter egg, and there were people in the shop who was trying to get Easter eggs, and there were literally none left in Asda. Some all sorts for the dog. I got the Dental Delicious Everyday Dental Shoes. Got Doritos. I got the Tesco House Blend. It's not even focusing, but it's the what is it called? Coffee. Do you know, filter coffee? Because I've got a filter coffee machine that makes iced coffee. That is in a box in the kitchen. I've never opened it. I got it as one of my birthday presents because I wanted it, but my birthday's in winter, and I've been planning to put it out so I can try it, because I will drink iced coffee anytime, but it's nicer when it starts to get warm. And I decided to, I don't know where it's going to go in the kitchen, but I've decided to get it out this week. And I do have some filter coffee, but I believe I've had it so long it might not be usable. I will try it first. Obviously I won't just open that. And I went with the Tesco's own brand because I've bought filter coffee about a handful of times in my life. I'm not an expert on it. I don't know which one I like, which I don't like. I almost got the Costa one because it was on offer, but generally Costa coffee isn't as nice as Starbucks. I don't mind the chilled drinks, they're okay, but I do prefer Starbucks. But the filter coffee might be nice, so I almost got that, and then I noticed that Tesco had their own brand, and they had a really good range actually. I was really surprised, and it was less than £3. I mean, I wanted anything as long as it was £5-ish. It didn't matter if it went slightly over or if it was under. That was kind of what I was budgeting for coffee. I haven't bought any sachets this week, so I will have to open that. I did find some pods for my Nespresso. It's because it's the big pods, and I've been using them recently. And I do have some latte macchiatos in the cupboard, and I have some of the Asda latte sachets left, so I don't have to rush to find a space to put the iced coffee maker, but it will be open this week, and that's why I got that. I don't know why I'm not showing it. Then I got some Mr. Kipling. Took these on the dog walk, ate one. I've left the other one in my bloody car because they come in 2 packs, and they baked those slices. I only got them because they were half price. I wouldn't pay full price unless I was desperate. Twelves, timeouts, 2. I was going to say raw onions, but they are raw onions, but I meant brown. They cost me about 44p for 2. If I get a 3 pack, it's £1. So loose are cheaper, and I got one red loose one because I got 2 last week, and I've either used half of one or a full one, I can't remember. Pack of limes, Belvita breakfast milk and cereals. I still have 1 or 2 individual packets left, but I actually liked having them this week. And they're only £1.25, which I think is not bad considering the price of other stuff. So even if I don't use them, I've got them for if I want them another time. I got Cheddar's Listerine Cool Mint, that was on offer. I got this because sometimes I need something in my coffee, but I haven't done for a long time. I've not had any syrups. They do these small ones in my Tesco. I don't know if they do big ones in a bigger Tesco. I don't know. Now, I was torn between this and the salted caramel because the salted caramel was sugar-free, whereas this isn't sugar-free. and they have a normal caramel one, and I didn't know what to go for because typically when I've had salted caramel before, I don't mean by this brand, I mean other brands, it doesn't taste salted at all. And also I prefer salted caramel in cold drinks, but that's what I'm going to be making is a cold drink. But I do make hot drinks as well, so I've gone for this because you can't really go that wrong with vanilla, but at some point I will be getting the sugar-free salted caramel. I wish they did a sugar-free normal caramel, but obviously it's not a massive Tesco. It's not a Tesco Express and it's not a superstore, like it's in between. But I will get like at least the salted caramel as well because I like the fact that it's sugar-free. I got sunflower oil. I don't know what I've got in the cupboard. It's either sunflower or vegetable. It's probably Aldi's as well. Now I use Frylight. Mine's about to run out and I'm not replacing it. I am going to fill the bottle up with this. I hope it still comes out the pump because this is thicker. I'm going to stop using Frylight because, yeah, it's healthier, but also it's got other stuff in and it wrecks your frying pan, and I think it's wrecking the inside of the air fryer. So I think it's probably safer to use it instead of the Frylight or spray light, depending on what you've got, because I've got an actual Frylight and I've got a spray light which I know oil has been put in, and I've got this is, that actually needs to go in the bin. I don't know why that's on there. In fact, I could put that in there because it's sunflower oil. So yeah, and also if you want to be healthy, just use less sprays. That's the answer. But someone said to me, oh, it wrecks your frying pan, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's probably why we go through frying pans quite quickly at times. So, and I think it's doing the same to the inside of the air fryer because lots get sprayed in there and it's a nightmare to get off as well. Box of cornflakes, I still have some left from last week. These are $2.25 because it's price matched to Aldi. But I've had a lot of cornflakes this week and I've actually really enjoyed having cornflakes. Now we're on to Asda, so I got some cheese twists, 1 pack of them. I think there was only 2 left, but I opened a pack yesterday, so I think she'll just have enough for the week. Gone back to this flavour because last week they definitely were overcooked and I am really enjoying these. I got some Venus Tropical, Nurofen, another one of these. I can't believe they were 30-something. Do you know what? I saw a few things in the Polish world food section because I don't know what section I was in, but it was opposite the Polish section and I don't think it was Polish. But I didn't want to spend ages in there. Like, if I had a bit more time, I would have a better look. But there's a lot of things in there that I keep noticing. And I'm like, oh, I want to try that. Milk chocolate rice cakes, a bag of little potatoes, 2 of the smaller Pepsi Maxes. They basically wanted a tray of cans. Do you know, is it 24? It wasn't on offer. And before I went in, I checked to see if it was on offer in Asda. Because when I go in Tesco, I mean, even outside the signal is really bad there, but inside it either doesn't load or it takes a considerable amount of time, and then it still doesn't always load. So I checked to see where it was on offer, and it weren't on offer either in Tesco or Asda, but these were. They're basically for the office, and they've got like, it's not a mini fridge, but it's not a small fridge. It's not an under-counter fridge. It's kind of, I'd say half the size of an under-counter fridge, maybe bigger. But there's room for these to lie down in it. I don't think they would fit in the door, but I could be wrong. So I got the small ones to make sure they could get at least 1 in the fridge. I know they can get 2 let down, but that's what I've got until any of the Pepsi Max cans go on offer. It doesn't have to be the big ones. Sometimes they do an offer where you can get 2 smaller packs for a good price. Like when I got the Diet Cokes, I saved money on the 2 packs of the smaller ones. So if they do that offer, obviously I would do that instead. I got 1 of them. I should have actually got 2, but it doesn't matter. These are from Tesco, by the way. We're still on Tesco. And they actually had it in this week, but they've also moved it up. It was on the middle shelf and it's now on the top shelf. But I didn't miss it last week because I looked at all shelves. I thought, oh, have they moved it? But there was nothing on the top shelf last week. So, yeah, I didn't have 1 yesterday because I only bought 5 when I should have bought 6 of the apple and mango from Asda. So I managed to get 6, 4, 5, 6. How many have I got? I think I got 4. And these are still on offer, so I've got the third lot of them. Now, the only ones that you can get now are the low alcohol ones, which I said I wouldn't get because the low alcohols basically apparently taste like rats, Piss. That's what I was told. I've personally not come out with that comment because I wouldn't know. I mean, have they even tried rats, you know what? How are they comparing it to that? Anyway, so if it's, by some miracle, if it's still on offer next week, which I highly doubt because this is 3 weeks now, but if by some miracle it is on offer next week, I'm going to get the no alcohol one because obviously that's meant to emulate the alcohol one, and I know it's actually cheaper, which doesn't matter, but if that is on offer next week, by some miracle, I will get that. Then they'll have all 4, they just won't have the low alcohol one, which I don't think they would appreciate anyway. Then I got 2 apple and mango. Then, do you know I get 3 for 2, and I normally get an energy drink, and I get a Dr Pepper Zero, and I get, by the way, there's that coffee machine. And the toilet rolls. And I get an energy drink, I get a, sorry, they're just outside acting like idiots now. They don't even live on this part of the street. There's 6 houses on this part, and none of them live on here, but they get sent on here to do this. I get Monster Energy Drink, the pineapple one, I get a Dr Pepper Zero, and I get a Orange Lucozade. Now, I already decided I wasn't going to get a energy drink. I'm going to cut it out for a few weeks. It's not really doing me any favours. They're not great for you. I do it just to help me because I'm always exhausted by the time I come home. But I'm not going to do it for a few weeks at least. I mean, watch me get one next week. And I spotted this. I'm like, I've never seen that before. I didn't notice it said new on it. I was like, why have I never seen that before? I'm having that. I did take it on the dog walk. I have drank half of it. I drink it before I go on the dog walk. This is really nice. You can still taste it's an isotonic drink. Do you know that flavour it has to it? But this is nice, and I'm hoping they bring it out in that size or a pack of 4 of these because this is a really nice refreshing drink and I would recommend it. The other 2 drinks are in the fridge. I do have toilet rolls, and I also have the 24 pack of the, what's it called? Ice Valley water. But that is everything that is out of the fridge. And I will obviously put it away and then I'll get out the stuff out the fridge. But I'll tell you now, there's not that much in the fridge. I just sound like an old granny when I'm saying this, but the cost of things are just getting out of hand. And I notice like everything's going up. Like, and they think you don't notice because they might put it up for 5p or 2p or 5p or 10p. But you do notice because you do look, I look at prices more now than ever. I don't necessarily look at all the prices, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I wonder how much that is. And I'm like, how much? Or I might be like, oh, that's not bad, I'll get it. But I don't always look at the price. But what I do, and I've said this in a few videos, if something says it's on an offer, I get up to the label to make sure it's exactly the same thing that it's underneath, because I have made the mistake of picking things up that I think's on offer that isn't. So I do get up close and personal with the labels. But obviously if it's not on offer, and I would only buy it if it was on offer, then I won't want it if it's not. I would only get it if I really, really wanted it. So, yeah. But I do think things are getting a bit pricey, because everything's going up a stupid amount, and there's things that get massively put up in price. But I don't think I'm going to get more for my money. Even if I went back to Aldi, I wouldn't do all my shopping at Aldi. There are some things I miss from Aldi, and I wouldn't mind a visit to Aldi to have a look what they've got in. I don't think I would do it next week or during half term, because everyone takes the children for a day out at Aldi apparently. Well, all supermarkets. And then they let the children run around and like push trolleys into people and act all crazy in the supermarket. I feel sorry for people who work in supermarkets, because I've seen some right crazy things happening and the parents just ignore the children. But I will go to Aldi at some point, because they've probably got things in that I've never had, and I need some sugar-free Werther's Originals. I used to absolutely love these. And I had 2 today on the dog walk, and I'm like, God, these don't taste as good, unless they changed the recipe, but I do prefer the sugar-free ones now, so I've not even seen Worthies at all in Asda, unless I've completely gone blind. I have a really good look when I'm in there. I mean, I didn't go down that section today, which I should have done because the hot dogs are on that section, like on the other side. So I need the sugar-free one, so I will have to go to Aldi at some point. But yeah, that is everything that I can show you that is out. If you want to see the rest of the shopping, it should be up in about 4 days' time, 3-4 days' time. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. If you are new to my channel or you watch but you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification button. That way you'll get an alert when I upload. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing week. Have a great Easter as well. And thank you so much for watching.